Hello, it's okay, what date is it? June 28, 2023. It's a SIG Node CI meeting. Welcome everybody. Agenda item, I only have one agenda item today. I think it's not just this PR. There are many PRs going on right now, cleaning up our node end-to-end tests. This is one of them where we don't pre-pull images on node end-to-end any longer. I mean, this is node underscore end-to-end. It's not like node slash end-to-end or like end-to-end slash node. This is an effort to run this test on EC2 on Amazon. So watch for PRs, and if you're interested, you can follow a few people like Dim's making a lot of changes, and I think somebody else making changes. Recently, this was one where we stopped pre-pooling images. And some other things for like how we resolve IP address and for localhost to get metrics endpoint and stuff like that. If you're interested in this specific item, I posted it here just for everybody to be on watch out. I think I remember like very vaguely that in the past, lack of pre-pooling was causing test failures, especially for tests that are waiting for specific images to run in specific time. Those tests may start flaking. So if you see any flakes, please remember that there was this change, and I told James, and we will be watching for failures, and if there will be failures, we will revisit this decision. Any questions on that? No. I wanted to double check, Swati. Did you have like, I know as for follow up from last week, ARM tests were fixed. We now skipping some of the tests that were failing before we fix them for ARM for real. And I'm wondering if you had any time to look at topology manager and the CPU manager failures. So topology manager doesn't run any tests, and CPU manager and memory managers, they are failing.
Yeah, no, I didn't get a chance to look at that. I have it on my backlog. As soon as I have some time, I'll prioritize this. Thanks for the reminder.
Thank you. We still have CI test that was working last I checked. So at least we have some coverage, but it will be nice to have it periodics to run all the time.
Absolutely, yeah.
Thank you. Let me double check on perf dashboard really quick before we go further. Look good. What do we want to check? Memory. That looks good. And runtime, just to be on the safe side. Don't do anything new. Yeah, it's all peachy. Let's go next. So we go to triage right now. If you have any more agenda items and you remember something, feel free to interrupt me. Otherwise, we'll just start triage and stuff. Okay, let's go one by one. Yeah, this is one of those failures that we discussed before. I think Todd, you wanted to take a look. Todd not on the call. Okay. Yeah. Check on that. Yeah, still to do. Bump them out to make sure slow test can finish normally. So Yeah, Dave pinged me. He has two proposals. One is this one, bump a timeout, and another one is just to skip all slow tests and CI. So I think skipping slow tests and CI is better. I will comment on that. Okay, just for information, this PR, we just it just added a slow in a skip, so it will be. I mean, we don't want to slow down CI. It's work in progress. I think work in progress needs to go to waiting on author. Oh, this is what was mentioned yesterday. I think we can discuss next week. I think they said that will come next week. Capacity tuning for various jobs recently moved to EKS. Okay. Yeah, a bunch of changes that are really hard to test. I don't know how they. Oh, okay, so there are some metrics. Basic testing is here. I'll take a look. I think we'll have only a couple from SIG Node. I'm not even sure what SIG Node, like why SIG Node is involved. Maybe kernel model management. Oh, SIG Node submits are here. Okay, I'll take a look. I think it needs to go to review required. Quite a few new issues are in 2 weeks. Okay, so I think this is code change more than a test. Yeah, I would let it go into a regular dashboard. Switch over to host interface for any DNS error. Yeah, this is what I mentioned yesterday. Yesterday, Teams was making changes to resolve host instead of using the node name. Okay. Yeah, already assigned here. If anybody wants to take a look, please do. Otherwise, I will take a look as well. add more checks for pod termination and C group deletion. Is anybody interested in how test being cleaned up? It's container management related.
Sure, I can take a look.
Thank you, Swati. Okay, another cleanup. Kube API server fully qualify options references for clarity. I think it just comment changes. Why is it related to node? Okay, because we start node sometimes. Yeah, mostly infrastructure changes though. Anybody interested to take a look?
I can take a look.
Oh, thank you, Peter. Fair command, right?
Yep.
Today my daughter woke me up at 4 a.m., so I'm a little bit slow. The array controller, I think it's another code change. Yeah, and just readme on the test side. Oh no, not just readme. Improvement to test driver. There are all the right people already assigned. Patrick is here. I think Patrick should be enough. We will just take it. E2E node, add container metrics from C advisor test. Peter, is it new test?
Yeah, new test for CRI stats cap.
Great. Okay, you have all the right people assigned, right? So we don't need to find anybody else. Yeah, and Francesco.
Yeah, I think we're all pretty much. I'll need to find an approver, but I figure we can get preliminary people first.
Yeah, I
And then
can
maybe I'll just
cover
focus on all.
approval. Yeah, I can do approval.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, once can you
Awesome.
get LGCM at this one?
Yep. I'll get there.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The array improve handling for completed pods. Okay, another test. Yeah, I think it's mostly product change though. So test just covers new logic. I will move it to regular board. So check for volumes with user namespaces. Okay. Yeah, it's a product change. People are question of running pods. Francesca, is it what you brought in today, yesterday?
Francesco's
Oh,
not here.
yeah.
Yeah, yesterday this was the item that was brought up in SIG Node.
Yeah, so it's already in needs reviewer there, so I will archive it from here. It's based on an author, it's a draft. In place support, like add Windows for in place upgrade, so product feature. Okay, this is another failing test. But
Yeah,
you yourself.
yeah, I saw it in CI as well somewhere, so that's why I was curious when I assigned myself.
I wonder if it's related to this DNS issue that Deems is pursuing. Do you have a
Probably. I haven't had the chance to even do like a preliminary triage. Like I was just curious, so I assigned myself, but I'll get to it.
okay? Yeah, I just guessing because it's about
Yeah.
like one of the endpoints.
Yeah, it could be potentially related. If you have a link, just add that here so we can probably start from there.
The link is here. Which one? I just opened it. Okay, this one.
Correct. Thank you, Sergey.
Thank you. So last, yeah, I forgot to put area test there. Okay, I can do it later. It's the same. How is it different from what we just looked at? And do we want it? It's the same set of tests, seems like, and same error message. I would say let's triage it in and we cross-link to each other.
Yeah. The title issue title is different. I wonder if it's because like a certain set of tests were run and then eventually under the hood, serial test, the jobs corresponding to the serial tests were failing and they were same for both the issues. It could be that.
Yeah, maybe. Okay. Yeah, I will deal with this one. With that, we ended with the test portion of it. Next week is short week in US. I wonder how much progress we will make. Hopefully some progress, but then we will have 2 weeks left. After next week, it will be just 1 week for code freeze, and then a little bit of time for test freeze. So if you want something to be done in this release, please start sending PRs, and we'll find reviewers. I want to go to bug triage right now. If anything related to tests, please speak up. Okay. Kind of failed to get pod log when Docker used log driver local driver. Yeah, we didn't change log parsing algorithm. I remember we still have Docker specific format parser there. Is anybody familiar with local log driver and the difference with JSON?
Because the kubelet shouldn't be able to read any different log format. Docker should log to both CRI format and whatever else it wants to. Yeah, I agree with Paco. Like, this should be a CRI Docker D issue.
Yeah, I also remember there is a effort from somebody from Apple to change log location. I think there is an active PR for that. Maybe local driver doesn't respect this. I don't know, but yeah, CRI Docker D should be deal with that. Hardware interrupts are current 0.3% on all CPUs. Okay, so CPU manager is true. Only full CPUs, single NUMA node. Because they said that in 123 they had it normal without interrupts, and in 126 there are hardware interrupts. But I don't see any details. Oh, okay. Paco already asked this question. Okay, so Calica update from 125 to 124, so downgrade helped. Yeah, I agree with Paco. It's really hard to understand what's going on given this information. Swati, do we have any document suggesting how to check if everything was allocated properly, like it's indeed one full CPU?
Yeah, we have some end-to-end tests that check for CPU allocation, but I think here it's more related to hardware interrupts, but I don't think we check for hardware interrupts. And I wouldn't actually know. So I agree with Parker as well. I think we need more information of how to evaluate. How do you determine, hardware interrupts and the percentage and all that that's mentioned. In addition to that, I think we don't have explicit expectations set as to, how hardware interrupts should be like. So we don't have anything pertaining to that. Maybe down the line we can add some tests related to that if we agree that that's something that we want to do.
Okay, so Paco asks for a dump. Okay, dump.
One more thing that caught my attention was the reporter of the issue mentioned Calico. Was it just a mention about the stack that Calico was used, or using Calico impacted that? If that is the case, then it is the problem lies in CNI space, or this specific CNI plugin as opposed to CPU manager.
Yeah. Is Calica using BPF?
I don't think so, but I'm not a CNI expert.
Okay. I always forget, is it SIG network or SIG networking? I would guess network. This information. Google certificate is expired and manual rotation is failing. Last one here. Okay, good. So I assume Kubernetes and here meaning kubelet because it cannot access cluster. Yeah, the API server uses to access etcd. Okay. Fixed signed and time series of it. $121, which is also support.
It seems like this is actually a failure of the network plugin, and I don't know what. Yeah, it might be really within that scope, because if you look at the error, it's like the network plugin is failing to create pods because it's not able to authenticate. So it seems like, you know, I'm not sure which CNI that would be.
I think I saw
But I think
Calico there as well.
Oh, cool. Yeah. So then I think they'd have to take it up with the Calico developers.
Okay, I'll remove this information. Yeah, I'll also comment on. Remove it from our board. On memory usage on cgroup v2 reported higher than cgroup v1. Okay, this is something mentioned in Slack yesterday. So I assume it's Alex or Ace. Okay, Ace. So what I understand is some metric in C advisor is calculated incorrectly. Or specifically on cgroup v2. This memory used in bytes and v2 total -3. Yeah. Okay, it's very detailed description. I think it's okay to triage it in. I'll ask David to take a look. If anybody else wants a mention, please let me know.
Yeah, you could poke me as well, just so I can. Sure.
I also want to take a look, Sergey. I'll add myself.
Thank you, Dixie. I forgot to move it. Otherwise it will stuck on triage. Lots of pods on out of memory state. Okay, so they want pods to stop being evicted. Is a request 400 megabytes. Yeah, 94% allocated. Oh, I see it's soft eviction maybe. Okay, so they're saying that 99% of memory is already used. But before that, they said that 94% is used. Okay, steps to reproduce again. Created. Oh, okay, it's different steps to reproduce. They use 97% of not allocatable. Then create deployment with 200 megabytes, which theoretically can fit. Okay. Just nodes. Requested, used, capacity. Okay. So used more than requested. Yeah, I wonder if this is so this is allocatable, so it's not kube reserved or anything. Something happening with anybody wants to take a look and try to reoperate? My suspicion is there is a soft eviction happening. But I don't know what message will be with soft eviction. Will it be reason out of memory or something else? Okay, if nobody's interested, I just put it as triaged without anybody assigned, and then we can try to find somebody. I don't think we need more information. Okay, we out of this box. We have 15 more minutes to take a look at recent need information updates, just in case something happened. Okay, this is we just looked at. What's stuck in terminating state if tainted node is power cycled? And David looked at it. Okay, repro. Okay, but repro. Duplicate. Okay, so we're still waiting to confirm that this was actually a duplicate. Oh, okay. Interesting. There's some updates. Oh, okay, I updated. Me. So the issue is that yeah, so the issue is that when graceful termination happens, there is not enough time to remove endpoints for terminating pods. So we give a little bit of time for pods to terminate, and then there is no time left for endpoints to be cleaned up. I don't know what the right fix will be. Maybe we need to update our graceful termination logic to leave a little bit of time after everything was already started terminating, because this is not not ideal. Like there is always this race between endpoints removal and pods removal. So I will triage it as in, but I don't think priority of it is super high. I think if we'll when we will start moving graceful termination into GA, we need to double check on that and see what we can do. Okay. Minus probe error. What the request? Okay, so it's yeah, it's just stale robot updated. Okay, stale robot. Okay. So what was the issue? They scheduled pod with half CPU, then try to resize it to 1.5 CPU. And they observe that the limit doesn't apply. So we looked at it, asking whether limit took an effect. Edit. Yeah. Okay. So it seems that limits didn't apply to C groups. That always happens. Did I cross-link it with? cap. Yeah. Okay, I will cross-link it to the cap later, so I don't waste everybody's time. And I think it has enough information now. Yeah. Did I ask for kubelet config? Kubelet log. Oh. And I'll keep it to cross-link to cap itself. I think it's stale robot, and just maybe also stale robot. Yeah, stale robot update. Yeah, what was it? Health monitor detects failed kubelet and restarts. Yeah, we see sometimes like this health check is just a regular ping to kubelet, and sometimes it stops working. Yeah, and we need. I mean, they just shared that kubelet was restarted, but we don't know the reason. Okay. And kubelet exception pod setting out of CPU on scheduled pods. I think we discussed it quite a bit. Yeah, I think it's related to this issue with static pods being scheduled after a regular pods was created. Yeah, we just need to document it, I guess. So many people are wondering about it. Okay, we have 5 minutes left. Is there anything else we want to discuss? Okay, then let's finish 5 minutes early. Thank you everybody for coming. Oh, by the way, before I forgot, I see 2 new people here. Do you want to introduce yourself? I can stop recording if you don't feel comfortable introducing on recording. No?
Hi, I'm Nat. I've been lurking in the test meetings for a few months, just sort of looking for a way to contribute. And I heard about this one and thought I would join the same. So I'm just trying to learn the lay of the land.
Welcome. Do you feel it was usable, interesting for you? Like, did you find anything that you can
Yeah.
help? Okay. Yeah, if you have feedback,
Yeah,
just
You run a tight ship.
Thank you. Ricky, do you want to say something? If not, it's fine. I don't want to force anybody to speak up. Okay, thank you, everybody. Have a good rest of your day. Bye-bye.
Thank you.